Chapter 2, Fractions and Decimals. So we are going to learn today about Chapter 2, Fractions and Decimals. So first introduction we will learn. We will see what is there in the Chapter 2. The study of fractions included proper, improper and mixed fractions as well as their addition and subtraction. We also studied comparison of fractions, equivalent fractions, representation of fractions on the number line, and ordering of fractions. Our study of decimals included their comparison, their representation on the number line, and their addition and subtraction. We shall now learn multiplication and division of fractions as well as decimals. So now first we will see parts of a fraction. So first, what do you mean by fraction? So in a fraction there are numerator and denominator. So numerator is the number on top of the fraction. The number on top of the fraction is numerator. Denominator, the number on the bottom of the fraction. Example, 8 by 2. Here 8 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. Next, fraction, the number of form P by Q, where P and Q are whole numbers and Q is not equal to 0. Proper fraction, a fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. So in fraction, numerator is lesser than the denominator is a proper fraction. Example, 2 by 5, 3 by 7, etc. So in this 2 is small number and 5 is bigger number. So numerator is lesser than the denominator. Improper fraction, a fraction in which the denominator is greater than the numerator. So opposite of proper fraction. 11 by 9, 3 by 1. So 11 is numerator greater than the denominator. Next, like fractions. Fraction with the same denominator or fraction with the same denominator is like fraction. So 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 4 by 5. If you see here all the denominators 5 is the same. So this kind of fractions are like fractions. Unlike fractions, fraction with different denominators. So here is the same. In like fraction the denominator will be same, and in unlike fraction the denominator will be different. So example, 2 by 5, 4 by 7, 11 by 4. So these are the unlike fractions. Next, equivalent fractions. Write 3 equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. So this also you have learned in previous classes. So let us see how we will write equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. So 3 by 5. So how we will write means 3 into 2 by 5 into 2. So 3 into 2, 3, 6, 5 into 2, 10. So 6 by 10. So this is one equivalent fraction. Next, 3 by 5. So here we multiplied 3 into 2. Next we should multiply 3 into 3, 5 into 3. So 3 3s are 9, 5 3s are 15. 9 by 15. Next example, same this only, 3 by 5. So 3 here we multiplied by 2, 3, and next we should multiply by 4. 3 into 4 by 5 into 4. So 3 4s are 12, 5 4s are 20. So 12 by 20. So the 3 equivalent fractions of 3 by 5 is 6 by 10, 9 by 15, 12 by 20. Next, fraction illustrations. So this is fraction 1 by 1. It is a whole parts. Next here, fraction, this is whole we divided into 2 parts. So this is called 1 by 2 and this is also 1 by 2. So whole we have divided into 2 equal parts, which is 1 by 2, here also 1 by 2. So same way here also whole fraction we divided into 4 parts. So these 4 parts is called 1 by 4. So which is quarter part. So this is half part. Next here, so this 4 quarter parts only again we have divided like this. So this is called 1 by 8. So this portion is half portion, and in half this will be quarter. This is a whole portion. So where we have cut, this is a quarter part. Next, we will see in fractions, addition and subtraction. So how we will add the fractions? To add or subtract two fractions together, you must first find a common denominator. So if you want to add, the denominator should be same. Then you can add directly. Let us see now. 3 by 6 plus 4 by 6. So here if you see 6 same denominator and here also same denominator. So if you have like this same denominators, you can add directly numerators. 3 plus 4 by 6. So 3 plus 4 is 7 by 6. So when you have same denominators, you can add the numerators directly. So next example of subtraction. In the same way, subtraction also. So if you have same denominators, you can subtract the numerators. 9 minus 3 by 5. So which is 6 by 5. So when you have in the case of same denominators, so you will add or subtract in this way. So let us see now if you have different denominators. So how you are going to add? So now let us see the example. 7 by 10 plus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 2. So if you take here 10, 5, 2. So these are the different denominators. So in this case, what we will do? So first what we have to do means we should take the LCM of denominators. 10, 5, 2. So 10, 5 and 2, the LCM is 10. Now you should make denominators equal. So how you will make denominators equal? So you should divide 7 into 10 by 7 by 10, you should this fraction you should multiply with LCM. 7 by 10 into 10 plus 2 by 5 into 10 plus 3 by 2 into 10. So this means you will get the equal denominators. So 7 plus 4 plus 15. So you will get 26 by 10 is the answer. So in this way you will add the fractions. Now 20 by 6, this if you reduce to lowest term, you will get 13 by 5. So 2 5s are 10, 2 13s are 26. So this in this way we will reduce to lowest term. Now let us see how you will subtract. Subtraction of fractions. So in the case of different denominators, 5 by 6 minus 2 by 15, here example. So here 6 and 15 are the different denominators. So now you have to take the LCM of 6 and 15. So you can multiply 5 into 5 by 6 into 5 minus 2 into 2 by 15 into 2. So 25 by 30 minus 4 by 30 will get. So now here denominators are equal. To 25 minus 4 you will get 21 by 30. So which is 7 by 30. 7 by 10. 3 7s are 21. 3 10s are 30. So this is the lowest form. So in this way you will add or subtract in the case of with different denominators. Now let us see so how you will multiply a fraction. So first we will see multiply a fraction by a whole number. So with the whole number, how you will multiply. So here you can see the two diagrams. Observe the pictures at the left. Each shaded part is 1 by 4 part of a circle. So here you can see this is the shaded part. So this is one whole. So in this they have divided into 4 equal parts. So this is half and this is half. So in this 4 where it is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 of a circle. So how much will the two shaded parts represent together? They will represent us. So they have asked 2. So here one shaded part and here one shaded part. So this how much it will represent. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 we will write. So here 1 by 4, 2 you have. So 2 into, so same only you have 1 by 4. So 2 into 1 by 4 you should multiply. Combining the two shaded parts, we get figure 2.2. So these two parts here, this part and this part. So that means in the diagram you will get these two parts equal. So here 2.2 it represents 2 by 4 of a circle. So here 2 1s are 2 by 4. So in this way you will multiply. See one more example. The shaded portion in figure 2.1 taken together are same as the shaded portion in figure 2.4. That is we get figure 2.3. See here this is here shaded part and here shaded part. So these two shaded parts if you add you will get this. So now 2 into 1 by 4 we will get 2 by 4. Now fraction, as an operator of, so in some cases they will give half. So half means what? These two squares are exactly in figure 2.6 exactly similar. Each shaded portion represents 1 by 2 of 1. So both shaded portions together will represent 1 by 2 of 2. So combine the two shaded 1 by 2 parts, it represents 1. So we say 1 by 2 of 2 is 1. So we can also get it as 1 by 2 into 2. So we will get this 2 by 2. So 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So that's 1 by 2 of 2. So here they have given half. So this is our this one. So half means multiplication. 1 by 2 into 2. So whereas you will get 1 2s are 2 by 2. So 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So half means multiplication. This is the diagram where they have given 2.6. Two squares exactly similar. So this and this. So now we will get in this way. So this 2, it will become one whole. Now multiplying fractions. So now before we have seen with lowest form, before we have seen by whole number. Now let us see multiply by fraction, how you will multiply. Simplify the fractions if not in lowest terms. Multiply the numerators of the fractions to get the new numerator. Multiply the denominators of the fraction to get the new denominator. So what you have to do means first simplify the fractions if not in lowest terms. If it is a big means you can reduce to lowest terms. After that what you should do is numerators you have to multiply first. Next you should multiply denominators. Next, simplify the resulting fraction if possible. So if it is possible, you can reduce it to lowest term. Now let us see the example. 1 by 5 into 2 by 3. See, this is also fraction and this is also fraction. So before we have seen fraction with whole number. Now 2, so if they give 2 also fraction, so how you will multiply? So first you should multiply the numerators. 1 into 2. Next you should multiply the denominators. 5 into 3. 1 into 2 by 5 into 3. 1 2s are 2, 5 3s are 15. So in this way we will multiply the fractions. Next we will see division of fractions. So now we have seen how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply. Now let us do the division. See here, John has a paper strip of length 6 centimeter. He cuts this strip in smaller stripes of length 2 centimeter each. So that means here he is having 6 centimeters of paper. So he has cut into 2 centimeters each. So he has cut that 6 centimeters paper 2 centimeters each. So you know that how he would get. So that means 6 centimeters of paper, if he cut 2 centimeters, so how much we will get? So obviously we will write this as 6 divided by 2. So we will get 3 stripes. So 6 centimeters of paper we will get, if you cut into 2 centimeters, you will get 3 stripes. John cuts another stripe of length 6 centimeters into smaller stripes of length 3 by 2 centimeters each. How many stripes will he get now? So here 6 centimeters, so equally 2 centimeters he can cut. So we know that 6 divided by 2, we will get 3. So now here he has cut it into 3 by 2 centimeters, one strip. So now how much you will get? So now we have to divide 6 divided by 3 by 2. So here 3 by 2 centimeters, so we have to divide with 3 by 2 centimeters. So now here you got as a fraction. So here we like whole number means we know the division. So in case of fraction, so how you will divide? A paper stripe of length 15 by 2 centimeter can be cut into smaller stripes of length 3 by 2 centimeter each to give 15 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 pieces. So we are required to divide a whole number by a fraction or fraction by another fraction. Let us see how to do that. See now, let us find 1 divided by 1 by 2. So one whole number with a fraction, how we will do? We divide a whole into a number of equal parts such that each part is half of the whole. The number of such half 1 by 2 parts would be 1 divided by 1 by 2. Observe the figure 2.11. So here this is a whole and here they have divided into 2 equal parts. So you will get half of. Now how many half parts do you see in this? So we will see 2. there are two half parts. So 1 divided by 1 by 2 equals to 2. Also, so this 1 divided by 1 by 2, so when they given in the diagram we get. So normally how we will do? So this what you have to do means first this you have to say 1 divided by. So for this you have to write the reciprocal. Reciprocal means just you have to write the ulta you have to write. So 1 by 2 reciprocal is 2 by 1. So why we have to write the reciprocal means this divided by. So if you change into multiplication, 1 into reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2 by 1. So 1 2s are 2 by 1. So 1 into 2 you will get 2. 2 by 1 equal to 2. So here the 1 divided by 1 by 2 equals to 1 into 2 by 1. So similarly, so we will see one more example, 3 divided by 1 by 4. So numerator of 1 by 4 parts obtained when each of the 3 whole are divided into 1 by 4 equal parts. So now here in figure 2.12. So this is the diagram. So here they have taken 3. So here they have given 3 divided by 1 by 4. So this is 1 and this is 1 and this 3. So these 3 also they have divided into 1 by 4. So in each we will get 4. Now 3 into, so 3 divided by 1 by 4. So for 1 by 4 reciprocal 4 by 1. So 3 into 4 by 1 you will get. So 3 4s are 12. 12 by 1 equals to 12. So find in a similar way 3 divided by 1 by 2. So this how you can write 3 into reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2 by 1. So 3 2s are 6. 6 by 1 equals to 6. So you will get here 6. So in this way you will divide. Next, division of fractions. Again you see one more examples here. What will be 3 divided by 4 divided by 3? So fraction if you divide with whole number, what you will get? So 3 by 4. So 3 means here 3 by 1. So 3 divided by 4, here nothing is there means you should assume as 3 by 1. So 3 by 4 into reciprocal of 3 by 1 is 1 by 3. So now 3 ones are, first we will multiply numerators, then we will multiply denominators. 3 ones are 3, 4 3s are 12. So 3 ones are 3. This again we will reduce to lowest term. 3 ones are 3, 3 4s are 12. So 1 by 4 you will get. So 2 divided by 3, 2 by 3 divided by 7. So 2 by 3 into reciprocal of 7 is 7 by 1 is 1 by 7. So here what you will get here? 2 into 1. 2 by 3 7s are 21. So 2 by 21 here you will get. Next same way you can practice this. While dividing mixed fractions by whole numbers, convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions. So this you can convert into mixed fraction also. Division of a fraction by another fraction. Now we have seen these only fraction by whole number. So fraction by fraction. So here also fraction and here also fraction. In this case, how you will divide? 1 by 3 divided by 6 by 5. So now here 1 by 3 into reciprocal of 6 by 5 is 5 by 6. Reciprocal of 6 by 5 is 1 by 3 into 6 by 5. So you will get 1 6 are 6, 3 5s are 15. So you will get 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15. So similarly 8 by 5 divided by 2 by 3 equals to 8 by 5 into reciprocal of 2 by 3. So 8 by 5 into reciprocal of means 3 by 2. So you will get 2 3s are 6 by reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. So 8 by 5 into 3 by 2. So here 8 3s are 24 by 5 3s are 15 you will get. Same way you can practice this. So in this way we will we will divide the fractions. Now, so far we have learned in fractions, so how you should add, how you should subtract, how you will multiply and how you will division. So we have learned all the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now let us see decimals. A decimal is a number expressed in the scale of tens. Commonly speaking, we talk about decimals when numbers include a decimal point to represent a whole number plus a fraction of a whole number, tens, hundreds, etc. Example 2.25. So this is a decimal form. Next, same way how we have learned in fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, we are going to see in decimals also addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. First, let us see the addition of decimals. So how you will add the decimals? Addition of decimals is just like addition of whole numbers, but be careful while writing the numbers. First, change the decimals into like decimals. See here, example, add 16.3 and 5.84. Convert to like decimals with two decimal places and add. So first here 16.3 they have given. So what they have given first point? First change the decimals into like decimals. So if you observe here 16.3, after point only one digit is there. If you see the next number 5.84, after point here there are two digits are there. So now first one you should change into like decimal. 16.30 is nothing but 16.3 only. So first we will convert it to like decimals. Then write them such that the decimal points are placed one below the other. Now this 16.30 and 5.84. So this point it should come same one below the other only. So in such a way you have to arrange. Next, regroup while adding in the same way as in whole numbers. In the sum, put the decimal point just below the decimal points in the numbers being added. So now this 16.3 we have changed to like decimal. So it comes 16.30 and here 5.84. So now this normal addition you have to do. 0 plus 4 gives us 4 and 8 plus 3 gives us 11. Then 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 5, it gives us 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 5, 12. So then here 1 plus 1 you will get 20. So same way the point is there, here you can place the point. So the answer will be 22.14. So let us see one more example. Add 43.08, 5.932, 187.6. Now what you should do, convert the decimals into like decimals with 3 decimal places and add. So here if you observe, after point here 2 digits are there, and after point here 3 digits are there, and after point here 1 digit is there. So what you should do now, all these you have to convert it to decimal like decimals. Now 43.08. So this is 43.080. First here 3, after the point 3 are there. So you should change to 3 like decimals. Next one is 5.932. So we write as 5.932. Next 187.6. 187.600. This we will convert to like decimal. Now you can add like normal addition. 0 plus 2, 2. 2 plus 0, 2. Next 0 plus 3, 3. 3 plus 8, 11. Next 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 6, 16 you will get. Next 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 3, 15, 15 plus 1, 16. Now 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 1, 13, 1 plus 1, 2. So you will get the answer as 236.612. So where the point is there, exactly you can keep the point. So how you will add? In the normal way only you can add. So this is the addition of decimals. Next, let us see subtraction of decimals. So how you will subtract? Subtraction of decimals. Subtraction of decimals is just like subtraction of whole numbers. First change the decimals into like decimals. Write the smaller number below the bigger number such that the decimal points are placed one below the other. Regroup while subtracting in the same way as in whole numbers. In the answer, put the decimal point just below the decimal points in the numbers being subtracted. So now see the example. Subtract 38.136 from 66.32. 38.136 from 66.32. So in this, first normally you know that subtraction, while from bigger number to smaller number only we subtract. So first you have to write this number, then small number. So here also same how we have done in the addition. First you should convert it to like decimals. Convert 38.136 and 66.32 to like decimals with 3 decimal places and subtract. So here if you observe, after point 1, 2, 3 digits are there, and next one after point there are only 2 numbers are there. So now this you should convert it to like decimal. So 66.320. Next 38.136. So we will subtract. So now 0 minus 6 you cannot subtract, so you have to borrow. 10 minus 6, 4. Then here 1 will be 11 minus 3 gives us 8, and 2 minus 1 gives us 1, and point you should keep. Then 6, it is small number, so you should borrow from next number. 16 minus 8 gives us 8. Then 5 minus 3 gives us 2. So the answer is 28.184. Let us see the another example. subtract 38.3 from 39.003. So here if you observe, after point here 1 digit is there, and after point here 3 digits are there. So this you should convert it to like decimals. So first we will write bigger number 39.003. Then this 38.3 we will convert to like decimals as 38.300. Now we will subtract. 3 minus 0 gives us 3, 0 minus 0 gives us 0, and 0 minus 3 is not possible, so you will borrow from next number. 10 minus 3 gives us 7, 8 minus 8 gives us 0. So the answer will be 0.703. This is the way we will subtract decimals. Next, we will see multiplication. So how you will multiply the decimals? Multiply the numbers just as if they were whole numbers. Line up the numbers on the right. Do not align the decimal points. Starting on the right, multiply each digit in the top number by each digit in the bottom number, just as with whole numbers. Add the products. Place the decimal point in the answer by starting at the right and moving a number of places equal to the sum of the decimal places in both numbers multiplied. Let us see the example. Multiplication by a 2-digit number. First we will multiply decimal number by whole number. So with 2 digit, multiply 4.38 by 39. So how we will multiply? First multiply 438 by 39 ignoring the decimal point. So means you have to remove the point and you should write 438. Then you should multiply by 13. 438 into 39. So first you should multiply by 9 and then you should multiply by 3. So when you multiply, we will get the answer. So now how you should place the point? The multiplicand has 2 decimal places. Place the decimal points so that in the product there are 2 decimal places. So now if you see here, so after point there are 2 numbers are there, 2 digits are there. 8 is 1 digit and 3 is 1 digit. So after point there are 2 digits. So that's what they have given here. There are 2 decimal places. Now how you will multiply? 4.38 into 39 if you multiply. So we got the answer here 17,082. So now here you have 2 decimal places. Now what you should do means from right side. So from this side you have to come and before 2 digits you should place the point. So that means 1, 2. So before 8 you have to place the point. So that we will get 170.82. So answer is 170.82. Okay. So in this way we will multiply. Next, let us see next example. Multiplication of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. So if you multiply by 10, 100, 1000, so how you should multiply? Multiplying a decimal by 10 moves the decimal point 1 place to the right. So when you multiply by 10, what means in the answer from right side 1 place it will move. Multiplying a decimal by 100 moves the decimal point 2 places to the right. Multiplying a decimal by 1000 moves the decimal point 3 places to the right. Now see, multiply 24.567 by 10, 100 and 1000. So now see with examples, 24.567 when you multiply by 10. So what you will get means 24.567. So we will write. So what will happen? So here moves decimal point 1 place to the right. So 1 place to the right, 1 place it will move. So that you will get 245.67. Next same way 24.567 if you multiply with 100. So you will get 2 places to the right it will move. So that means 2456.7. So 2 places it will move. Next same way when you multiply with 1000, 3 places it moves to the right. So that means 24,567.0. So in this way you will multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. So these you have to remember. 10 means 1 place to the right, 100 means 2 places, 1000 means 3 places. Now let us see multiplication of division by 2 also decimals. If you get 2 also decimal points only, how you will add? Multiply 1.8 by 1.3. So this is also decimal number and this is also decimal number. So in this case, how you will multiply? So 1.8. So this only how we will write means, so in the mixed fraction type, if you write 1, so after point, if it is one number means that is by 10. So that means 1 8 by 10. So that is 10 ones are 10 plus 8. If you change to improper fraction, you will get 18 by 10. Same way 1.3, you will get 13 by 10. So now 1.8 into 1.3. So how we will multiply? So 18 by 10 into 13 by 10 we will write. So now you can multiply the numerators and you can multiply the denominators. 18 into 13 if you multiply you will get 234, and 10 into 10 if you multiply you will get 100. So 234 by 100 when you divide, so you will get 2.34. Now 1.8 into 1.3 if you multiply you will get 2.34. So in this way we will multiply. Next, division of decimals. Now we have seen multiplication. Now let us see the division. How we will divide decimals. Division of a decimal number by another decimal number. So how you will divide? 25.5 by 0.5. So that means 25.5 plus 0.5. We have 25.5 divided by 0 by 5. So this means this, if you remove the point, so if you remove the point and if you write 255 by, so after point if one number means that is by 10, and after point if in case if there are two numbers means that is by 100, and after point if you have three numbers that is by 1000. So now here 1 point we have, so 255 by 10 divided by, here also 0.5 means 5 by 10. So now 255 by 10 into reciprocal of 5 by 10 is 10 by 5. So now you will get the answer as 51. So 25.5 divided by 0.5 if you divide you will get 51. So what do you observe? For 25.5 by 0.5 we find that there is one digit to the right of the decimal in 0.5. This could be converted to whole number by dividing by 10. Accordingly, 25.5 was also converted to a fraction by dividing by 10. Or we say the decimal point was shifted by one place to the right in 0.5 to make it 5. So there was a shift of one decimal point to the right in 25.5 also to make it 255. Thus 22.5 divided by 1.5 equals to 22.5 by 1 by 5 we will write. So this removing points, if you write 225 by 15, it gives us 15. 20.3 by 0.7 and 15.2 by 0.8 in similar way. So 20.55 divided by 1 by 1.5. You can write it as 205.5 divided by 15. As we discussed above, we get 13.7. Now you can find 3.96 by 0.4, 2.31 by 0.3. Consider now 33.725 by 0.25. So you can write it as, so you by removing the point, or else, so when you divide, so that means here this one if you want to remove 3372.5 by 25. So how we will write this? And we get the quotient as 134.9. How will you find 27 by 0.03? So we know that 27 can be written as 27.00. So 27 by 0.03 equals to 27.00 by 0.03. So this will become, so if you remove the point, 2700 by 3, so you will get 900. So in this way you will write. Let us see another example here for division. A car covers a distance of 89.1 kilometer in 2.2 hours. What is the average distance covered by it and it in 1 hour? So distance, so now here what happens means a car, it covers 89.1 kilometer in 2.2 hours, and you have to find out in 1 hour how much it has traveled. So you have to find the distance. Distance covered by the car is 89.1 kilometer. Time required to cover this distance in 2.2 hours. Now what you have to find? So distance covered by it in 1 hour. So what you have to do, 89.1 by 2.2, you should divide. So if you divide this, if you remove the point, 891 by 22, it will become. So you will get 40.5 kilometers. So in 1 hour, it will go 40.5 kilometers. Now we have seen in decimals also how you have to add, subtract, multiply, and division. So so far we know now in fractions also, decimals also, we have learned these 4: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So this is about fractions and decimals. Thank you.